So let's go climb up this hill a little bit. Let's see how our gearing is on the climb. And by now you've probably seen the other two videos where we tried to make this 10-speed setup work, these campy Veloce shifters with the modern 11-speed GRX. And at first it seemed like it was going to work. Then it didn't seem like it. Then it didn't work. And after some digging online and on some forums, I was able to find out that other people have tried this, and without success, they ended up having to also come up with a workaround. Some people used 9-speed spacers between the cogs and had some mixed results, but it seemed like the best solution was to go in here and file down the shifter barrel, which is what I ultimately ended up deciding to do. And I know there's always that possibility that after a few rides things could get cruddy in there, and then it doesn't shift as well, or things rub a little bit. That's always a risk, but at least I know right now that the shifts are all equal. They're shifting, the derailleur is shifting equally between all the teeth or all the cogs on the cassette. So as long as that holds true, then I think any maintenance issues will just be regular maintenance issues that you would have to deal with anytime you have index shifting. I still have the cable tied up here with the zip tie. I just didn't want to cut it yet because if I have to pull it off and file some more, I wanted to leave that nice welded end. Keep the cables clean. It makes it routing it in and out a little bit easier. But if it's all dialed in after today's ride, I'm going to go ahead and cut it and crimp it. So let's go out, ride number 2. We really need to put this through the paces. So the route I have planned is a big one. We're going to do a lot of climbing. This is a mixed terrain route. It's going to be somewhere around 60 to 70 miles. And close to 8,500 feet of climbing. And I thought we would do that because to really shake this out, to really make sure it works, we've got to put it through some testing.
Yeah, that should really test it.
Here we go. Miss Cools is here to help me with this. And you ready for this big fall ride out here in the north coast, Miss Cools?
I think so. Are you ready?
Well, as ready as I'm gonna be, I think. All right, well, we made it to our first dirt section of the route today. And we've gone up, what, 4 climbs now? This is the 4th climb, I think, Miss Coles.
Okay, yeah.
Is that right?
That sounds, let's see. Sounds right. Let's see, we did King Ridge, Rancheria, Stewart's Point, and now this is the 4th one?
Yeah, I think so. This is one of the best ones, actually.
Yeah, this one's been nice. It's always a nice one.
If you are hearing something rattling around, that's actually our coffee mugs that I have in the front handlebar bag. Got to come prepared for these rides, and coffee is a very important part of adventure riding. And when you have so many good coffee shops to choose from, you gotta be prepared. So, Miss Coles, can you believe we are still out riding, and so far no major hiccups mechanically?
Yeah, your shifting still seems to be working really well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blown away actually. I cannot believe that it's working. I was like, okay, maybe yesterday it was just a fluke that it worked, and then something was gonna, snag on a cable and things were gonna go back to not shifting, but here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell for sure until you take it out for a long ride.
Yeah.
And your gearing has been, you said you still would like one more, like a little bit lower.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think for bike packing, I would want maybe a 36 and a 30 on the front.
Yeah. But so far for today's ride, it's been pretty good.
It's been very good.
Yeah.
And I'm watching your cadence. I'm trying to pedal next to you in my easiest gear to see what the difference is, and you're definitely a little bit easier geared than I am. And I think for bike packing, especially if it's technical steep stuff, I'd want a little bit better gearing than this. But I can see for maybe like gravel racing or cyclocross, grasshopper stuff, this would be fine.
Yeah.
It would be perfect actually. The way it shifts, or how it feels when it shifts, it's very, very smooth. I would say it's even smoother than my Altegra 10-speed shifters on my road bike. The one you've ridden, my 7 road bike.
Yeah.
The shifting on this is smoother now. And it's amazing that even in all the gears now, where the chain is in the gear, it's even quieter than the Altegra. That's what I've noticed so far. And of course things could, I'm hesitant because you never know. Like this, it could just be because I just set it up and it's all perfect. But it's been perfect this whole time. And it's very smooth shifting. Very, very smooth. So yeah. Very smooth. This is even smoother than the 11-speed was shifting.
Okay.
So that makes me think I need to get on that 11-speed and figure out what I was doing wrong. But the Altegra, I don't know, I've worked on that, put on new cables, housings, filed everything just perfect, and I still can't get that really nice smooth shift feel. The lever just always feels a little tight. The shifts don't always hit really well. Some gears rub a little. I trim and I do everything I think I can to make it perfect, and it just doesn't. It's okay. I mean, it works. But this is actually better, which is really weird. At the top again. Beautiful evening, isn't it?
Very.
Well, I wasn't sure if I should do the conclusion here or wait, but I guess I could spoil it a little bit. We'll do a complete conclusion later, but so far, no problems.
Yeah.
Shifting has been solid the whole time, Miss Cools.
Good.
I don't know. I mean, I keep waiting for something to go wrong, you know, just because I don't want to commit 100% and say, yeah, it's perfect. I mean, it's been perfect all day. The shifting has been nice and smooth, hasn't skipped a beat. Not a single missed shift, no drop chains.
We went on a lot of steep climbs today.
Yeah, and so far the clutch is working good. We've got one last rocky kind of, well, gravel descent to do. And we'll see how the clutch holds up, but it's nice, you know, it helps kind of control the chain slap and bounce.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, so who would have known? Honestly, who knew? Who knew? I mean, all these websites, oh yeah, that'll work, and then you try it, it doesn't work, and then you got to actually go in and really dig deep and find out that no, it truly doesn't work. So this really is a lesson in shifting cable pull. So Campy says that their 10-speed shifters have an average cable pull of 2.8. And if you add up all my cable pulls that I measured and divide by 9, you get about 2.8. But that doesn't mean that every shift is 2.8. Some are less than 2.8 and some are more than 2.8.
Yeah.
So it's a lesson in what averages are.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it before.
You didn't either. I never even thought about it. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited that it works. And this really does open up some options, hopefully for some people out there, and maybe they'll take on this challenge. And if you do this, I will caution, just go slow with the filing and don't overdo it. Just do a little bit at a time and keep checking it, and you'll work your way up. Work your way up to making it work. Don't try to go too much too soon and then overdo it.
Yeah.
And then you can't come back because you can't put material back on that thing. You'll have to buy a new one. And I do think they're still available, but I don't know the part number, so proceed with caution. Well, we didn't make it back before dark, but as promised, the ride turned out to be 70 miles and 8,300 feet of climbing. So anyway, I think I've probably already concluded enough about the shifter and that it works, and that you know, I'm cautiously optimistic at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why it would suddenly get worse or something would go wrong, but you never know. So I still think maybe it'll be worth doing like a more condensed overview video for those people who just want to like a quick video, couple minutes, just explaining what I did, how it works, and that way you don't have to sift through 3 hours of trial and error video. But
although you'll learn a lot if you...
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a process, and it was fun, and I enjoy those kind of challenges, and I'm really excited that it worked out. I don't know, I just think that's really cool.
That was really exciting.
So now we've got another little option in our options list to apply to bikes in the future.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yay.
Thanks, Miss Coles. Thanks for joining along.